Welcome to the wild west coast of Australia. We are about to embark on a journey of a lifetime, tackling not only remote four-wheel drive tracks, but heading offshore, pushing the new Seadoo to the limit to help us reach some of the most remote places that you have ever seen. Vast stretches of untouched coastline, spectacular islands, and of course, fishing in places that people could only dream of. Welcome to the wild west coast.
Well, it's not every day you get to wake up at a campsite like this. We've spent the morning down at the cafe. We had a coffee and we had some bacon and eggs for brekkie. We've got an absolute wild journey ahead of us. Our plan is to head to that point out there, right at the northern point of the island. And it's expected we're going to be in for a wild adventure. Stay tuned.
Judging by the past few days we have had on Halco Island, which you guys would have seen on last week's episode, today is going to be another day for the books. We have found that there is just something around every corner here at Halco Island. Today we are heading north, but Will has told us that before we go north, here's a little challenge to start the morning. I wonder what that could be.
Mate, this looks like we're coming to a bit of a dead end here. What have we got ourselves into here? Oh, harder than it looks, guys. This hill is massive. Here we go. Good. Here he is. That's so sick. How's the view on it? That was a bit of fun, Alex, mate. How's your old legs feeling after that?
I definitely got the quads to work out, that's for sure.
Yeah, ours feel like jelly up front here, but we're just going to punch on, keep heading north. I got a feeling this mission's going to be pretty crazy. I reckon no matter where you are in Australia, when you jump on the corrugations and start heading north, the adventure just gets better and better. I've actually never been this far north on Halco Island on land, but fortunate enough, we've got Will, who actually knows the land quite well around here.
Yeah, my great-grandfather bought the place back in 1969, so it's been in the family for 4 generations now. I've been lucky enough to grow up here, so I know a few places that we could go. But I haven't been this far north in a while, so I'm looking forward to it.
So if you guys would have watched the previous episode, we did a bit of a walk around, a bit of a tour of the old sheep station that Will's great-grandfather used to own. So this land that we're currently on heading north here has actually been reclaimed by the government, and it's national park land. So the homestead down there is the only private land left on the island.
The adventures here on Dirk are just endless. Knowing what the marine life is like at the end of the island where we're heading definitely makes it worth the drive to the tip. It wasn't long though before the track was blocked and we had to jump out to investigate.
Well, this is pretty unexpected, mate. A random fence in the middle of Halco Island. You know why this is here?
Yeah, so pretty much the whole island used to be a big sheep station.
Yep.
So they've now eradicated all the sheep, all the goats.
Yeah, right.
But to eradicate the feral cats, it's pretty hard because they're like the cheeky little buggers. So they had to cut the island in half pretty much with this fence. Now that they've got rid of all the feral cats, they've reintroduced like heaps of little wallabies and endangered marsupials. So the island's pretty much an ark for endangered species now, which is pretty cool.
So the 1080 poison is obviously the poison they use to eradicate all the cats and feral animals from this area.
Yeah, they just flew around in planes and dropped it out of the sky. And then when they were getting to the end of it with the feral cats, they actually brought dogs onto the island to track them down and make sure that they were all gone.
Yeah, cool. And I'm assuming that's the same with all the goats and sheep and stuff in the area as well.
Yeah. They had goat shooters come around in choppers and in planes and stuff. Shot lots of them, so we'll see a few bones around the joint, up on the cliffs and whatnot.
That's pretty cool. It goes to show how beautiful this place is and how well maintained it is. So, yeah, credit to the Parks and Wildlife in this area. I reckon they've done a pretty good job.
Yeah, they've killed it.
Alex, mate, how are you doing back there on the corrugations? I think we're about 3/4 up the island now. It's a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah, definitely didn't expect it to be this long of a drive, and the corrugations are definitely making themselves known, but no, it's a good drive either.
Yeah, I can tell you the Pedders Suspension under my car is getting a workout, but if you have a look out to your right there, mate, there is pink lakes there, which are very, very similar to the ones that you would have seen down in Esperance or up at Carbone. Absolutely beautiful next to that turquoise water. Man, this gets me excited. It's well worth the drive north. Have a look at this view. It's absolutely beautiful. I think the plan now is we're going to actually stop, have a bit of a snack and jump in the water there, have a bit of a dive, see if there's anything around, maybe to shoot for dinner or something like that. But with a backdrop like that, you really just can't complain. This is cool. So I've just noticed this railway that sort of comes down all the way to the bottom of the beach there. You'll see the pylons, and Will was saying that the ships used to come in here back in the day. They used to put supplies onto this little railway, and there was 2 horses sitting up there, sort of going around in circles and winching the supplies all the way up this hill here, right to the top, so that they could go build the lighthouse over there at Cape Inscription.
Alright, finally, we get to suit up and get in the drink here at Turtle Bay. Now you'd think the challenge to get here is hard enough, let alone actually making it to the water. You have to climb down this steep, sandy cliff face to even get close to the water. With food on our minds though, it was time to find some dinner.
Bloody both Alex and I just missed that fish. Got a little bail, little tusky.
This is some shocking footage here, but in the right hand side of the screen you'll see a beautiful bulging groper that came just off the ledge. That's going to make some nice dinner.
You are kidding. Look at that. Beautiful bulging groper. How's that? We've just come up the top here after that spear and there's just whales breaching on the horizon. Big bronzy just came in here as well. I reckon it was following me after I shot this nice little bulging groper that's going to be perfect for dinner. Such a beautiful reef system out there. We're worried that it was going to be a little bit murky, but turns out it was good enough to jump in and spear this little beautiful fish for dinner. How good. How's all the whales out there? Bit of a spot to fillet a fish here. We've actually finally made it to one of the most northern points of Dirk Hartog Island, and this is called Cape Inscription. So Dirk Hartog himself actually left an inscription on a pole up there, and it was actually the first European artefact to be left on Australian soil, which is pretty cool really. Well, I'm not going to claim that I'm any professional filleter. That is pretty horrendous. That side's not too bad, but lucky for us, we're going to go chuck it in this little rock pool here. Hopefully the crabs and other little fish can enjoy it. Well mate, this could possibly be the ideal end to the day. Another episode with Cooking with Alex. What do you got on the menu today, mate?
So we're thinking a bit of pasta going on. We got some onion cooking up here.
We've got the onions browning on this pan. While we wait for Alex to do his little cooking thing over here, I'll show you guys this. We've just tucked behind this beautiful little lighthouse keeper's house at Cape Inscription. You come through here, the sunset is something else. In these rooms here is where the old lighthouse keepers used to stay. It's pitch black in here at the moment, and there's something a little eerie about these little rooms. Something tells me we're not going to stay here too long after we've cooked up dinner. Don't overthink it. That is very, very spooky. Look at this old fireplace. That is actually pretty spooky, not gonna lie. Let's get out of here. Back down to Chef Alex. What do you got going on down here, mate? What's the update? What's the verdict?
We're just cutting the fish up from today, just getting ready to chuck in, and yeah, hopefully it tastes alright.
We've got the tomato paste in there. I'm assuming you've added all the spices and herbs and stuff?
Yeah, she's already going there.
That looks and smells absolutely amazing. What on earth are you doing there?
It's adding a bit of spinach in, you know, a bit of green in there for us, looking after the boys.
So what is this? What does the spinach actually do to the flavour?
I got no idea, but it looks good. So.
It definitely does look good.
So we mix that in there, give it a few seconds, and turn it off and let it do its thing.
I reckon doing that literally makes you go from like a good cook to a professional cook. Look at that.
And that's the idea.
Look at the colours in it.
Oh.
I reckon you, sir, have got to have the first taste here.
Oh, that's good.
Good?
No, that's honestly good. We've done well. Well, I've done well.
You've done well, mate. You've outdone yourself. Bloke couldn't catch a fish, but he's definitely done well.
That's good.
On the fry pan.
That's good.
But we're going to wrap into this, guys. We're going to get our stomachs full. We've still got so much more adventure coming up on this trip. But thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
On the next episode, we head back into the water to have one of the gnarliest spearfishing sessions that I've ever had. Shortly after that, we jump in the cars to head south back to the beautiful Dirk Hartog homestead to jump on the skis and explore the pristine waters down the southern end. We appreciate the support, guys. I'll see you next time. Cheers.